We are back.
Baby, we're back.
Angst Season 2. Nobody got replaced.
Nope.
Nobody got...
They signed us for another season.
We got we got
meaning
renewed.
us. We renewed ourselves.
Spotify renewed our contracts. Donnie Davis as always. Stephanie Davis as always. Thank you guys so much for your patience. We were taking the break whether or not you were patient, but you're still here. We're still here. And we couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, and we're still anxious. And we hope you guys are too. Because that's what this is all about.
I was going to say, I feel like things that we have implemented recently,
okay,
have made it to where my kind of surface level anxiety has improved.
Yes. Not mine.
I think my just lifelong anxieties that I have carried with me are still there, but I'm also working on that.
Okay.
So I think I'm definitely not healed in any way.
Wow. Okay.
But I think I'm spending less time day to day with anxiety in my mind. I think the anxiety just lives within me.
Yeah, it's just us now.
Yeah.
Thank you for that recap. We kind of need to do some service level things here. If you're watching on video,
I just said that because you said we still have anxiety, so I just wanted to touch on that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Guys, we're having the darndest time figuring out how we want to record this.
Oh, the rootinest, tootinest time.
Rootinest, tootinest, okay? We tried the wireless mics. The audio quality was inconsistent.
You probably can hear a difference.
Yeah, these classic mics, they're crisp, they're creamy. They're what
Lush.
you want to listen to.
Yeah, dulcet tones.
Yeah, so we're working on that. We still got to figure out this video component here. If anybody is listening and can help us, how we're doing this is we've got Donnie's iPhone here recording on its own self. Mm-hmm. Then we're recording our audio here, and then yours truly is syncing them in our editing software, and then we're off to the races. I know there's cameras out there, right? I think that we found one that's like...
I'm going to put it out there.
Okay.
We're looking for a camera sponsor. We need an official video sponsor of the podcast.
Really, no. What we need is just somebody to just come here. We got to know you well because you're coming to our house.
We protect
And we're protecting our peace. That's what we're about to get into. We need you to come here. We need you to say, hey, I bought this camera. Here's how much money you owe me for this camera. We'll pay you for it. And then we need you to set the camera up, spot us, all this.
And it has to connect to
the audio.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all she wrote. That's the piece we're missing. I'm sure we could figure it out, but for some reason it's very scary.
I agree with her. If you could come here, we will pay for the camera and pay you for your time.
Or we'll just hang out with you rather than paying you for your time.
Or you could come here for free.
Yeah.
And give us the stuff for free, and we'll make you the official video sponsor of Angst, the podcast.
Whatever.
One or the other.
Whatever. Something needs to happen here. Okay. We know there's a better way. We figured out, this is kind of segueing into what's coming up. We have figured out how to do this virtually, interviewing people virtually.
Yes.
We've got the mic situation much better. We're separating ourselves. I'm in one room, you're in another. That works much better.
When we do the virtual,
yeah. We're getting there, guys. It's season 2, baby. Better and better every day.
Yeah. We know that the fix is buying the right camera.
Yes, and we'll do it.
But there's just, there's so many cameras out there. And then there's the what angle, the lighting, etc.
It's what do they want you to
We got a ring light.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Them.
Anyway, we're getting there, guys. This has been so fun. Growing up. Hasn't even been a year yet.
No.
But just kind of evolving. And this is how we do it as people. This is how we've always done it in our relationship, right? We do something, and slowly but surely we get there and we get better.
Yeah. Showing up is the most important part. You have to start.
You got to start, and we started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very rarely start in the right direction. You just got to fix the right direction. Fix the direction, but you got to start in order to fix it.
You got rid of the big headphones. You got one little guy hanging out in your ear over here.
I've changed a lot.
I hit your mic this
You
time.
can't help yourself.
can't.
It doesn't matter. Even if we hung it from the ceiling, I think you'd find a way.
I'd be punching it like a punching bag. I have missed recording with you. I feel like it's really only been
About a month, probably, since we did
Has
that
it?
one on the couch.
a month. Well, I've missed it. I miss you, Guy. I like doing this with you.
I do too, truly.
Yeah.
It is different when we do remotely.
Yeah, I missed you the other day.
I like being able to touch you and stuff.
We've got, okay, easy. We've got Jeremy Funk coming, not this, obviously, season 2 pop-off episode, but next week, the 22nd. For you guys, it'll be the 22nd. For us, it's none of your business what day it is. But
yeah, we're going to try to get more guests this season.
Yeah, we've got some things queued up.
And we're cooking.
We're cooking, guys.
Just let us cook.
But all that to say, I missed you when we recorded with him the other day.
I truly did too. There's a couple times where I'd have been like, grab your leg. Or
Like to shut up or something?
No.
Oh.
No, just as a supportive thing.
Oh, so when I do that to you,
No, I know what it means
I'm
when you do it.
telling you to be quiet.
Yeah. The problem with your signs is that you also do that. Like all your signs mean the same thing.
You're just supposed to know, babe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the energies. You're supposed to just read my energy.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
And for the record, my sign is just squeezing either his hand or his leg. And he's supposed to figure out from there what he's supposed
It
to do.
could mean you're doing great. It could mean stop doing that.
Be
it could mean,
patient,
yeah, it could mean
settle.
anything. It could mean, yeah.
It could mean anything. Probably not what you wished it meant. It doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
Look, guys, so it's been, what, you're going to say a month?
I think so.
By the time you're listening to this, I will have started my new job.
Okay.
I start on Monday. I really am very excited.
Where is it?
Can I say that now? Because I want to post it on LinkedIn and I want people to be like
But you're
supportive on
starting-
LinkedIn.
It will just be, the episode will air on the same day that is your first day of work.
Okay, guys, drum roll, please. Your girl, your favorite podcast host,
She said it.
is starting her new job at Quorum Software. I'm very excited about it. I'm nervous about it because I want to do a great job. I've not had a role quite like that before.
This is a step in your career for sure.
Yeah, and it's a great company. I haven't even started yet. And I've had coworkers that I have not ever met reach out to me saying, we are so excited to have you on the team. I'd love to meet for coffee beforehand. And I can't tell you, for someone like me, it means a lot. It
That's
makes
nice.
me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. So
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
I mean, I've loved being your teammate for the past however many years, so they're lucky.
You're sweet. I'm so stoked. I've really enjoyed the time off. It's been really nice to reconnect with being at home and not having things on your mind, kind of my mind being somewhere else. And I'm excited to actually go to an office sometimes.
Okay.
That's going to be really nice. I never thought I would ever say that.
Didn't
But
see
as
that coming.
well, as much as I love work from home, when you have work you really need to do, I got to be at home. I've got to be at home in my little nook, probably with none of y'all here, and just get my work done. But there is something about going to an office, being around your coworkers, really getting to know everybody and connect that I didn't really feel like I got before. And I actually do miss that aspect of it.
You are, even though I think you're at the top level, you're not reclusive. What's that word?
Introverted.
You are introverted,
Yeah.
but you are also a social creature.
Yes. There's been a lot of good that has come out of my time off. I've loved being at home and focusing on you guys and myself. But I've also got this renewed sense of excited to go back to work. I'm
awesome.
ready to go back to
I
work.
love it. We've enjoyed it. It's been really good for our family to be able to have this time. And like you said, reconnect sounds weird because it's not like we ever lost connection, but your dedicated attention has been good for everybody in the house. So
I've enjoyed it.
yeah. And I think also we took some steps, tried some stuff out that has helped us both out on a day-to-day basis, like cold plunging.
Yes, that we were still doing that, guys.
Yeah.
And
Has it been over? It's probably been over a month that we started doing that, right?
I don't know. I can't.
It is really hard to keep track of time.
Yeah, I'm not.
It feels like we've been doing it for a really long time, though.
Yeah, but it hasn't been, and we've kind of kicked it up a notch because we've been getting in the hot tub first, roasting in there,
101.
catching a sweat.
Yeah.
Then we get in the pool, which is progressively getting colder and colder because it's very cold outside.
Tomorrow's going to be something else because of, yeah.
And getting in for 4 minutes after that. And it's like the first 10 seconds, it's like, oh, this feels really. And then I can't even finish the thought. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's just like panic. It's panic in my head. What are we doing? This is too cold. This is so cold.
Yeah.
It's so much harder that way.
So I had gotten to the point where I was pretty zen the whole time. Mm-hmm. And then last night was just the second time I've done going from the hot tub to the pool. And it activated every bit of my fight or flight. I was like, I don't want to be in here.
You're trying to fight.
My feet, my hands were starting to hurt, and my toes physically hurt for 30 to 45 minutes afterward. I don't know.
It's because your toes are so long. I don't want to make this about your feet.
Please
and
do.
I love everything about you.
Even my toes?
Yes, everything about you, but those toes of yours. Of course they took the cold first. You know what I mean?
So for the listening and viewing audience, because I'm not going to show my feet. Like,
please, this will get.
I could pick up a tennis. I have picked up a tennis ball with my toes before.
I don't.
So like that's what we're dealing with.
That's what we're dealing with. It's like our daughter's hands, but they're your toes. Like I said, I love everything about you.
You know, we were talking about cold plunging, so let's just stick with that.
But anyways, of course your toes hurt.
Anyway, but 30 minutes later, I was still kind of recovering from it.
You tapped out last night for the evening, and I'm like, I guess I'll just...
Okay, well, let's not act like everyone was being productive.
I'm just saying, you're usually the guy that's up and at 'em, and you're just in your robe, toasted on the couch. Could you grab me a glass of water?
I was wiped. I didn't ask anybody to get me water. Did I?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's fine. You never asked me to do that. Well, that's what I'm like. That's why it was so, man, it took it out of this guy because he's asking me to get him a water.
I was just like, wiped
I wish you would
out.
do that more often because I'm happy to do that for you.
Even though you're verbally accosting me over
I'm
it.
not it was what I observed very clearly. I don't know. But very clearly you were wiped out because you were asking for things and you don't do that. That's something you need to work through. And I'm just going to lay that down right here.
Ask for things more?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wiped me out. It took me a minute to stop shivering and I kind of just wanted to curl up in a ball and lay on the couch.
Oh yeah, this guy in his robe.
And sweatpants. But anyway.
So that's what we've been up to. Yeah. But what do we want to talk about today?
Today, we're going to talk about the importance of protecting your energy. Now, I think whenever I hear someone say protect your energy, what I immediately think of protect your time. But that's not necessarily, I mean, it is, but it's also more to it. So protect your time, or protect your energy. A lot of people are going to hear that and be like, oh yeah, manage my time better. But what do you mean whenever you say that?
So here's what I mean when I say that. I was talking to someone the other day about what I've noticed in myself this past year when I say protect my energy. If you are somewhere, and it could be something that you always do, and you realize when you leave from there, you feel drained. You feel like your cup is empty. You feel stressed. You feel just not good. Don't do that thing again. Or figure out, why did that happen? What did I do that allowed that energy to knock me off my game? Whether it's going out to lunch with a group of friends and you're sitting there and you think, this is actually not feeding my soul. There's maybe some complaining. Maybe everybody's just kind of bitching about their lives and things. And you're sitting there. For somebody like me who has been spending a lot of time trying to recenter my focus and not focus on gossiping, things that I just generally don't like. I'm trying to work really hard on not sitting around just talking about those things. So to insert myself into something where that is happening, that's not protecting my energy.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the long way around.
Yeah. But you explained it and then you gave an example. So.
Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say protecting my energy. And that is something that we have talked about and have been working on as a family, probably for sure the last year.
Yeah, I think it started a couple of years back. We didn't really have words for it.
Yeah.
But we're definitely full-blown energy protection mode now.
Yeah.
With people, with places, with activities, anything you can imagine.
And that's not saying, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because when I go there, I get grumpy. Okay, calm down. First of all, why? What's going on? Like what can you do to protect your energy if it's somewhere you need to go, like work, okay? Mm-hmm. Step 1 starts with you protecting your energy when you go into work. Yeah. Turning on, turning off, I'm out of there, right? That's what that looks like. I'm not talking about you just don't do anything that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because guys, that's life. We have to do things.
Got to do stuff you don't want to do.
You got to.
Yeah, I didn't want to finish that cold plunge last night, but
we did it anyway.
Got it done.
But we had, over the holiday, we planned a weekend that we were so excited about.
Yeah.
So a little bit about the Davis family. We love the hill country. We always have.
Yes.
The vibes. You go there, you rent a house.
Well, let me take it one step further.
Okay.
Yes, the hill country because it fits the profile. But you give the Davises like a sleepy town. With the coffee, 1 or 2 coffee shops.
With a view.
Yeah, scenery was the next thing I was going to say. It doesn't matter. It can be in Arizona. Mm-hmm. It could be a little coastal town of Florida. It could be anything that's a little on the sleepy side where there's nice, pretty things to look at and, things are just a little bit slower. That's our vibe.
The vibes are right for us there.
Yeah.
We love that.
And if there happens to be active hippies or like a large elderly community, that seems to also help.
We love it. If you've got a shop there where you sell rocks,
we might not buy a rock.
We're not going to buy it, but that's the town we're trying to be in.
Yes.
That's it for us.
Mm-hmm. So now go ahead.
Okay. So we've been hearing all about this Broken Bow, Oklahoma. And you look it up on Airbnb and those houses are like stunning. There's no house around here that looks like that.
Right.
There's no house in Wimberley where we love to go that looks like those homes. And you're like, oh, yes, like luxury. We also love luxury. Don't get it twisted. So you add luxury into what looks like sleepy town vibes.
We're there.
Take my credit card.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even need there. Yeah. We're looking up real estate before we even get to Broken Bow.
On the way up there, we're looking at real estate.
Yeah, we're so excited. We're like, oh, this is going to be so nice. I had heard that there's not a whole lot to do there, which was fine by me. Mm-hmm. We're just going to hang out, right? Set the intentions for the new year. Just the 3 of us. We brought the dog. We're driving there. And the closer we get, we're in great moods. There wasn't anything cranky or stressful about it.
We rented a cool little car to drive.
Oh, it was so nice. Everything was great. And the closer we get, the more I'm just like, if you can't see me right now, I'm grabbing my shoulders and I'm just like
kind of shrinking in a little bit.
Shrinking in.
Shriveling up, if you will.
My eyes been twitching and the twitch caught up. Like it was twitching heavy.
Fired up.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, this is weird. I wonder what I'm stressed out about. I'm sitting there trying to figure out, I'm acknowledging the alarm in my body.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, your alarms are going off, but why?
So can I interject?
Yeah, of course.
Funny little side story here is that I was obviously sensing that in her, but she was also nonstop talking about Bucky's the entire time. Mm-hmm. So in my head, I thought she was literally just getting pissy because we never came across a Bucky's.
Well, I really wanted those warm candied nuts. I
Yeah.
never eat them except for when we go to Bucky's.
Yeah.
And it didn't even take us the way of Bucky's. So
Yeah.
yeah, that truly was annoying me.
Yeah, but there was more
I was
going
like
on.
fiending on those nuts.
You really were. It was kind of like, okay, I get it. You want to go to Bucky's.
I was
like,
fixated.
We're beyond that.
We found some though at this random gas station that were really
It was
good.
called Gasquatch.
Gasquatch.
Because I guess
a big-
Sasquatch is a big thing up there. Anyway, go ahead.
It wasn't actually about the nuts. So I got the nuts and didn't fix my problem.
Right.
So the closer we get, and it's just a 2-lane road in and out of there. So we pull into the house that we rented, and there are houses all over. And I'm like, okay, I guess I kind of expected that, but I didn't expect that. Because once again, in the hill country,
It's not as close.
you don't see the houses. There could be a house right next to you, but you don't see it. Yeah, we're driving in. I was like, Donnie, there's nothing. I haven't seen anything pretty so far.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that, but I was thinking, I'm like, when we drive to the hill country,
You hit a spot and you're like, oh,
yeah,
it's nice.
I mean, it never gets old to me.
Oh, and one other qualifying thing, just so that there's no questions. We also didn't skimp necessarily.
No, the Davises spent some cash on this,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, so
A fair amount of money.
not that you're not seeing any scenery, in other words.
Yeah. Okay. So that's very disappointing, but whatever. We get into the house, and it's a cute house. It's can be a nice, cozy weekend together.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Had the features that we wanted were there.
Yeah, it's fine. And so we get there. It's evening time. We made dinner, and my body is rejecting this place. My mind is going 100 miles an hour on worst case scenario of everything in life. Like there's just something's getting me. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying not to kill anybody else's vibe. So I'm like, hey, I brought this puzzle. I'm going to do the puzzle while you guys do whatever y'all were doing. I don't even know what y'all were doing.
And I'll take over the story right there for a second. I decide I need to run to a store, get some water and a couple other things that were missing. And every single person that I encounter or engage with, it's just the energy match was not there. This does not feel like nobody sweet, nobody old, nobody relaxed.
Yeah, where's my Wimberley ladies?
And I feel like in this moment we're nitpicking the vacation.
Yes.
But there's just so many things that added up. Anyway, so I wasn't getting a good feeling from either the locals or the people working in the town. Go on.
Well, it's important to say that I didn't know you knew how I felt. I thought I was protecting you guys from my feelings.
You can't protect me from anything.
So then when he gets back and he just comes back and you didn't say these words, but you basically said, I hate this town. And I was like, say less. I was like, I hate it here. I want to go home. I want to go home right now.
And she did.
I said those words. I want to go home.
I don't think you said it I think you just said it to me, though. I don't remember it being a declaration.
It felt like a declaration.
Because I remember at that moment, I was like, I really do too, but we just drove a dog and a kid
5 hours.
Yeah. So we got to figure out what the game
And we're
plan's
supposed to be
gonna
there 3 nights. Okay.
Yeah.
We weren't even there 3 hours. We agree as a husband and wife, we're going to get through the day tomorrow, and we are going to convince our 6-year-old that we're going home tomorrow night. Because she's already, if you have a kid, it's like, well, how many nights are we sleeping here?
Yeah, she knows
How
it.
many, what are we, it's a
And
whole
if the game
thing.
changes, then it's a big deal.
So go to sleep, wake up, and I'm like, you know what? It's really not that bad.
Yeah.
The house is so cute. We're close to things. Let's just make the most of it with her. So we go into town. We do this fun little mining thing.
She loved it. It was great.
It was great. We get scammed with this dinosaur thing, which you expect in tourist towns. And this is our first look at the town. And we go to this coffee shop, and it's the vibes are in the coffee shop for me. And I get to the coffee shop, and the lady's working behind the counter. If you work in customer service, or if you have patrons coming, if you're at an office, anything like that, don't gossip about each other in front of your clients, right? They were so rude. And I think because we are old,
Yeah, we don't
we
like that
have our
stuff.
coffee shop with our gals that we love. And I'm just thinking, you have so many people coming in and out here from all over, and you guys are just trash talking each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that in my coffee. I want
Yeah.
coffee made by a barista
Yeah.
who is happy to do what she's doing,
Yeah.
who's loving to. Anyway, that's kind of feels nitpicky too.
Well,
the
it's
vibes
just-
were off in the coffee shop.
Everybody that we encountered, well, I won't say everybody. There was 3 people that were good at customer service. Every single person there outside of that seemed like they hated us for being there.
Hated us for being there. And I hated myself for being there, quite honestly.
all in
I
the
wish
same
I
boat.
could have just been like, hey, I don't want to be here either.
Just
Okay.
give me my iced coffee
Yeah.
so I can leave.
It was just, the whole time I'm just thinking, I want to go home. I don't remember since I was a kid feeling that intensely, I want to go home.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, guys. Here's what's beautiful. We had a choice to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We went home the very next morning.
Yeah, we just rode it out for that one night.
Had some great pizza, did s'mores, game night, made great memories that second night. And then we just went home. But you paid for 3. Exactly. I paid for 3 and I only stayed for 2.
Right.
Because I have that choice. The energy was not there for our family.
Wasn't good.
It wasn't good. I don't know if it's because some crazy stuff happened on those grounds hundreds of years ago or what. But we chose to protect our energy.
Yeah.
And our daughter now knows if you are somewhere and you don't want to be there, you can leave. If it's a vacation and you aren't having a good time, you can leave. Yeah, you already paid for it. Who cares? The money's gone. Just go home.
The money's spent no matter what. Yeah.
Right.
This is now officially like an anti-commercial for Broken Bow.
Yeah, apology. Look, there are people who love it, and that's great. It's just something about it didn't vibe with us.
We were not an energetic match for that place.
No. And we protected our
And
energy.
we realized it and we corrected it.
and we left.
Yeah.
But growing up, we were raised to, and probably up until a couple of years ago, we would have stuck it out. We would have been miserable. We would have stressed our bodies out. We would have
Stressed our daughter out.
stressed our daughter out. We would have been cranky and just not fun because we paid for it. You paid for it. You got to stay.
Yeah.
No, that's the beauty. You did already pay for it. So just go.
Yep.
Just go.
And we like being at home. So we came home and we're at home.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
But so another thing, yesterday I posted about this on my Instagram story. I'm at the gym. It's my scheduled, I say that, it's a pretty loose schedule, but I was teed up to do weights at the gym. And for some reason I walked to the gym and I'm like, I'm feeling cranky. I felt like I was getting crankier and crankier getting there. I get there and everyone there is annoying me. I hate my music. And I'm just going to get out of here. I did a quick, pump. And I was like, I got to call this. I work out so that I can feel better. And I am not feeling better.
Right.
So I left and I came home and I ran on my treadmill, got myself back. I just wanted to run. That's all I wanted to do.
I could hear you going after it out there
Running
too.
fast too, guys. Yeah. So I protected my energy. I mean, how many times do we get stuck in this? Well, this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, so I'm just going to keep doing it and keep getting crankier and keep hurting myself internally, because that's what it does. You're storing that energy. And I'm not only going to ruin my day, I'm going to ruin everybody else's when I get home. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we act like we don't have a choice? You have a choice, guys.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing, having a choice.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, don't go to Broken Bow if you're looking for like hill country vibes. It's not it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about... I don't want to think about Broken Bow ever again.
If you're the mayor of Broken Bow, what's your problem, dude?
I don't think there's a mayor.
What do they do there?
I got no idea. I just meant like no one's in charge over there. No one's holding up a standard.
I think I just really thought it was... We didn't go to any of the state parks. I've heard it's great for like fishing. Okay, we didn't go there to fish. Mm-hmm. So if we went there to fish...
So maybe that's on us.
Maybe that's on us. We went there to vibe. Mm-hmm. We didn't vibe.
Nope.
Didn't find one rock shop, but we did find some rocks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I might share a picture that I took of you. that is the essence of our energy at Broken Bow.
Yeah, you can feel free to do that. But yeah, the same stuff applies to people that you interact with.
Relationships that
in your
you
personal
have.
life. Obviously, at work, there's a certain amount that you just deal with.
Right, because we're all adults. But yeah, things that you can choose. You choose your friendships. You choose what you do with your free time. You choose your spouse. You have choice. So make good choices. And if it doesn't feel like a good one, make another choice.
Change the choice.
I don't want our daughter to ever feel like she can't change her mind.
Yes.
I feel like I felt like that a lot of my life. I can't change my mind. I have to do this. Well, I said I was coming. Okay, I really feel like if I go, I'm going to ruin this for everybody. So I'll either go and protect everybody else's peace and then be a nightmare on the ride home because I'm cranky and I didn't want to do that, or, you know, the energy just wasn't there for me. It sucked all the energy out of me. I just don't want her to ever feel stuck.
So I'll just give the counterpoint.
Okay.
You said you were going to go, and there's probably other people that don't really want to be there. So I think you're being a little bit selfish if you don't go.
How is that selfish?
That's just what people would say.
And that's what I would say. How is that selfish?
Yeah. It's rude if you say you'll go and then you don't go.
That is rude. So I agree. Don't say you're going to do something and then don't do it. And that has been really difficult for me. I try to be, with the friendships that I have and have cultivated over the last, year or so, there is an open dialogue of, hey, can I give you an answer for that in a couple days? I'm not in a space right now where I can say, yes, I can commit to that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's something I want to do, but I can't commit right now.
Yeah.
Can I holler back at you in like 2 days? I've had to be better about that because, it is annoying. If you're the friend that's always canceling,
right,
then you're going to quit being invited, which sometimes that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, you've got to be true to your word, but that means communicating a little bit better in those situations.
Yeah, and I think that this conversation gets confused. Maybe not even the conversation gets confused, but I feel like people mix this don't be a quitter mentality with this kind of conversation where it's like, well, you could have stuck it out and you could have had a fun time.
Of course I could.
Well, but I'm also here to tell you that I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like
I'm also here to tell you.
I could have put on a face and we wouldn't have had a terrible time.
You would have been making them comfortable. You would have been making them feel better.
Sure. I was actually going back to the broken bow example. We could have stayed.
Yeah, and it would have been fine.
It would have been fine. But we went home and it was better.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, and a social thing too. Yeah, if my energy's not good, you're not going to get good out of me.
Yeah.
I can fake it.
Of course, we do it all the time.
Yeah, but that's just not what the portions of your life that you are completely in control of, you shouldn't spend faking.
No. So in summation.
Summate us.
You have a choice. You can choose whether or not to go to that lunch. You can choose to say, yes, I would like to come. Or guess what? You can choose to say, oh gosh, no thanks. Thank you for inviting me. I won't be able to make it. Period. That's it. That's the end of that. That's the end of that RSVP response. I am so sorry I won't be able to make it. Period.
Yeah.
But, well, why? I'm just not going to be able to make it. Period. That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
The end. Right?
Yeah, no explanations,
you don't have to
justifications. Yeah.
There is no obligation for what you do with your free time. You don't owe it to anybody else. Except for, I guess, like your immediate under your roof. That's a whole other conversation. But you're not obligated to make sure other people's free time is fun for them. That is not your obligation. Mm-hmm. Your first obligation is to make sure you can bring value to wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Bring value and not feel like you've had all of the energy sucked out of you when you leave. Because there's enough energy sucks in this life.
And there's only so much energy.
Period.
Thanks for listening.
Is that it?
I mean, what else is there to say?
You're right. That's it. Protect your energy, guys. That's what we're going with this year. I think I posted something about it the other day. Protect it. Protect it for yourself, for your family. Show your kids that they have that choice and there's a healthy way to do it.
That's it.
I feel like I've been so serious lately.
You have been. I mean, not like in real life, but on the podcast, you've been kind of dropping bombs.
Have I?
Yeah.
Like good ones or just like, whoa, she is very serious.
I think I wouldn't have said dropping bombs if it wasn't something good.
Okay.
That's a good thing for me.
Okay.
Drop them bombs.
Yep. I'm not saying anything. All right, guys. We've missed y'all so much. Thank you to our OGs, our friends of the show. We appreciate you all very much. And we look forward to making more friends of the show.
Yes. We love you guys. And we're glad to be back.
Smell you later.